Adidas have been trolling Nike and Kevin Durant this week. We got some official looks at the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Olives, and the bro has also managed to land himself an exclusive collab with Audemars Piguet. We've had a look at the Fear of God collection dropping tomorrow alongside the pretty ghastly prices. Kaws is back teaming up with Nike again, this time on the Air Force One, and they are dropping sooner than you think. And a lot more in this week's sneaker wrap. Let's start things off by recapping some of this week's biggest sneaker releases. And for you guys over there in the US, you had the release of the Dornbecker Freestyle collection. Really cool collection, a lot of cool designs. I think my favorite shoe from the whole bunch are the 3s. Also had the undefeated Nike Terra Humora collab. You guys also had a shock drop for the upcoming Kobe 6 Reverse Grinch. Here in the UK, we had a shock drop on the Air Jordan 11 Gratitudes. And I was lucky enough to pick a pair up on that shock drop and dropped my review on that shoe yesterday if you wanted to check that out. We also had the release of the Palace and UGG collaboration on the Tasman slippers, which sold out instantaneously. Supreme dropped their usually hotly anticipated North Face collaboration with a bunch of jackets that are made out of suede and some weed printed pants and hoodies like we're back in 2012 again. I checked these out in person and they are really nice, but I can't think of a fabric I would less like to wear in wet weather conditions than suede. And we also had the release of the Bape and Canada Goose collab, which are still sitting because they're 1,200 quid a jacket. Did you guys pick up anything this week? Let me know. Let's move into a little bit of footwear news, and I want to start with the Footwear News Awards that went down this week. If you guys don't know about this award ceremony, it's basically like the Oscars for sneakers, and there were a couple of notable, if not unsurprising, wins. The Sneaker of the Year went to the Adidas Samba, Brand of the Year went to Hoka, and Collaboration of the Year, in my opinion, fittingly went to J-Tips for his work with Saucony on the Grid Azura 2000. During the ceremony, we heard from Bjorn Gulden, the CEO of Adidas, who fired some warning shots at Nike, telling them to essentially watch out because they have got a lot of cool stuff in the pipelines. To which Jordan Brand chairman Larry Miller said, "That ain't no problem, bring it on." And this friendly exchange of banter between Nike and Adidas would spill over into social media in the form of Anthony Edwards in an interview saying he would love to see Kevin Durant wear one of his signature shoes in game. That prompted a response from KD saying he would never wear those MFers, which then prompted Adidas to retort with the following quip.
"You dusty, got to retire anyway."
This sick burn prompted a story response from KD Nike designer Ben Slammin, which just featured a laughing emoji. Adidas then deleted that tweet, but followed up with one final jab, saying that they meant to send that tweet directed at KD from a burner account, making fun of KD and his own burner account history. Can't help but feel like all this playful banter is just cheap marketing to make up for a wane in collective sneaker sales. What do you guys think about this drama? Kaws is back working together on another Nike, and no, unfortunately, it's not going to be something like this. It's going to be on an Air Force One and is in collaboration with Dover Street Markets and aims to support the work of Sky High Farm, which is a non-profit organization dedicated to combating food insecurity in marginalized communities. The sneakers feature printed die-cut swooshes layered over the original logos and are available in a classic white and a classic black. And these are going to be dropping on December the 16th, so right around the corner. You guys might have seen pictures and videos floating around the internet this week of the Willy Wonka inspired Nike Dunks designed in part by actor Timothée Chalamet. During a visit to Nike's headquarters in Beaverton, Oregon, Chalamet immersed himself in a real-life Willy Wonka-esque experience. Apparently only 5 pairs of these Wonka-inspired Dunks were made. They're housed in a robust wooden box with a plush velvet shoe bag, and it has to be said, are really, really cool. And in a nod to the spirit of Wonka, Nike will host a unique giveaway to promote the film. Fans are encouraged to submit 1-minute videos showcasing their Willy Wonka-inspired creativity to win one of these exclusive pairs. Crazy shoes, cool concept, great competition. Are you guys gonna get involved? Because I'm certainly not. I can't be fucked. list. Right, let's talk about Travis Scott. I want to start off with his Jordan 1 Low OG black olives. We covered the story last week and pointed to some images that look like they were mock-ups, but it looks like they were actually the real deal because these things are exactly the same according to these updated pics. No specific release dates. These are being pipped to come out in the fall of next year and are really nice. They feature identical color blocking to the OG mocha, but instead of the mocha brown, we get the olive green. White swoosh, sailed out midsole as per the usual. And according to these on-foot pics, these look really clean. It's a bit early to call it, but I would definitely rank these at least above the olives that we had come out this year. Where do you guys think these might sit on the 1 Low Travis rankings? Let me know. We now have an official release date for the Travis Scott Mac Attack, at least for you guys over there in the US. December 19th is the day. The box is going to be pretty much the same as the original box. The shoe is going to be pretty much exactly the same as the original shoe, but with two incredibly important details that will make the resale value incredibly expensive. One being that the swoosh is going to be put on back to front, and secondly, some Cactus Jack detailing is going to run down the spine of the shoe. Certainly enough to justify the resale prices, I'm sure. Finally, on the Travis news, he just can't go wrong, the bro. He's been tapped up by Audemars Piguet to do a collaboration on a Royal Oak perpetual calendar. Open worked, being called the Cactus Jack. Really cool looking watch. It features the font design from his own brands. Cactus face logo also features on the dial. It also features a color that we associate quite heavily with Travis these days in the deep brown. $200,000 is the price point, meaning that approximately 99.5% of Travis's listening audience almost certainly won't be able to afford this. One of the coolest collabs coming out next year that I'm looking forward to is the collab between Stussy and Nike on the Air Flight 89 Low. We had some good looks at the 3 different colorways that are going to be dropping next year. Retail price $160, no exact release date just yet. And this is poised to mark the 35th anniversary of the Flight 89 and is of course a clear indication of Nike's intention to revitalize interest around the model by collaborating with one of their most successful collaborative partners. 3 colorways are coming out, a black and a white, fairly minimalist colorway. We have a white and pecan colorway, and then an eye-catching white and habanero red. And the main feature of the design that makes this stand out is the application of the snakeskin. But it remains to be seen whether or not this feature will actually play out in the end across all the different colorways. But I'm definitely feeling these. I like the white and pecan myself. What do you guys think? We got some really good looks at the up and coming Joe Freshgoods collab with New Balance, the 990 V4 1998 pack. $210 retail, release TBA at this point. And the sneakers draw inspiration from the visual aesthetic of Hype Williams' 1998 film Belly. You guys remember Hype Williams? He was the man when it came to directing and producing music videos in the late 90s, early 2000s. Just had a little throwback memory there. And this marks a bit of a digression for Joe Freshgoods when it comes to his traditional color palettes. He's got a more timeless monochromatic scheme in the intro and the outro designs, with another Keisha blue model offering a striking tribute to the film's iconic blue tinted bedroom scenes. And of course, as with all Joe Freshgoods collabs, it's all about the craftsmanship and the quality and the materials. Pharrell and Louis Vuitton have revealed their brand new 3D printed sneaker made by Zellerfeld. This shoe debuted during Louis Vuitton's pre-fall 2024 runway show in Hong Kong this Thursday. And look, pretty cool, man. Zellerfeld and other 3D printed shoe companies are definitely setting trends when it comes to this new era of fashion forward footwear we're seeing at the moment. These are being called the LV Cobras, and there is no release date for these at present. We got a good look at a very cool pair of Air Jordan 6s set to release next June, the reverse Oreos. When we get early pictures of sneakers like this, we tend to get them in one of 2 fashions these days. Either the pictures have been taken on a potato, obscuring and blurring any potential impression we can get of the shoe, or we get pictures like this where the image is really crisp and clear but the shoe isn't put together yet. And I'm sort of wondering whether or not this isn't like some kind of scheme between these early leakers and replica factories, because as a fake factory you couldn't ask for a better picture to base your fakery off of. I do think this colorway and shoe is very nice though. Tell me you've been collecting sneakers for more than 10 years without telling me you've been collecting sneakers for more than 10 years ears by recognizing the importance of this sneaker right here, the Lebron 4 Fruity Pebbles. These are set to come out in February of next year, and for those of you out there that might not know, there was a point in time where this shoe was very much a holy grail sneaker. Jordan Brand sent a very special gift to this UPS driver. You guys remember last week I told you about the UPS driver that delivered this guy his DMP 11s. The package in question had been tampered with and taped back up, and he made sure that the guy opened his package and certified the goods were all legit before he took off. Well, that same driver has been gifted what I presume is a gift card for going through the trouble of making sure the customer received his package. And so it is great to see his good deed go rewarded. Supreme are set to team up with Jordan Brand once again next year. And according to some of the info out there, this collaboration is going to consist of puffer jackets, track jackets, jerseys, fleece hoodies, diamond shorts, and short sleeve tees, but no mention on any particular shoes as yet. I just hope they're better than the 14s that we got a few years ago. Right, let's talk about the Fear of God Athletics collab that is set to release tomorrow. That's right, this release is going down tomorrow. There's a whole bunch of clothes. The looks in the marketing include sneakers that I'm going to assume are going to be part of the rollout, and this collection has got people talking. People are saying this looks like every other Jerry Lorenzo collection. A lot of people are saying this stuff is destined to hit the outlets. And when you look at the prices, it is not difficult to understand why people are saying this. $700 for a coat. Suede fleece poncho, $370. Hoodies, $280. 3/4 mock tee, $230. Bro, $245 sweatpants. $200 t-shirts. You know, Jerry was actually asked himself why his prices were so expensive, and this is what he had to say.
You know, why does your stuff cost so much? And I'm like, you know, these are high level ideas that cost a lot to come up with. You know what I mean? And like this, you know, and God has called me to excellence. I don't think he's called us to be low price.
I think this collab is a bit of an L, a bit of a letdown. We've waited a long time for this, and now that we've got it, it's overpriced and it's pretty average. And so I don't see this being the big shot in the arm that Adidas need moving forward. And I wouldn't be surprised if most of this stuff, save the sneakers, ended up hitting outlets down the line. What do you guys think of this collection? Let me know. And that is it for this week's sneaker wrap. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch the video. Like the video before you bounce, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care for now, and peace.